Most of us are taught that education is the foundation of success. Education is the key. And yes, I don't deny that fact. I actually agree to it. That, I mean, most of us, we're taught that we have to go to school, study, have that awesome and amazing life. And that awesome and amazing life depends on the fact that how we excel in our studies, that how good we are to it. I mean, I don't mind about that, but I just don't agree to the fact that you just have to go to school, that me being successful only depends on me going to school. To me, education being the foundation of success so depends on knowing the do's and don'ts of success, the rights and wrongs, the habits, the success habits, the drive, having the potential and the drive and the devotion of following your heart and be excellent and being absolutely amazing in it. To me, that is success. I mean, for instance, we put A and B in a class, and A is from a lower income family, and let's say A is me, because no offense to my parents and I love them very much. A is me. I'm taught you need to go to school, work very hard, be excellent in your studies, get a good job. That's the only way to success. And B is taught has it's B is from a high income family, and he's not the rich brats we know of, the rich spoiled brats that we know of. B is taught has a role model, and the role model is teaching him on investing, on business, on what to do about life, on what to do, on how to be successful and not. And A does everything by the book of what he's told. I mean, you do everything. You be successful in my studies, you get a good grade, even though I didn't get that much of a good grade. So you get a good grade, you get an A in your studies, you go to university, you get a master's, you get a PhD, you get a high-end paying job. But B, he doesn't excel that much in his studies, but when he gets out in life, he follows what he's told by his role model. He starts his own job, most probably because that is what actually happens. Starts his own job, be absolutely amazing in that job, and A will end up being an employee, right? So in most circumstances, the A's will end up being employed by the B's in life, of which, yeah, that's how it ends up. And let me just ask a question. What will happen if the job is laid off? Because most of the times in this, where we're going, most jobs are closing down, most companies are closing down. So what will happen if A loses their job? You'll just set out in life, go out there, you have no knowledge of what to do, you have no idea of what to do, you're ending up in the streets just roaming around trying to make it out of life because you have no idea of what to do. You're confused, and B is out in life, is scoring, is just scaling. And I'm not saying that education, school taught education is bad. All I'm saying is that we need both in our lives. We need the A, we need the B. Because I've lived the past 20 years, the first 20 years of my life, knowing the only way to be successful, hell yeah, is by being good at my studies. But if I look around, most of the people who have studied and gone to school, they have no jobs. And then the next 2 years of my 20 phase, the next 2 years, all I've seen the past 2 years in my life, because I'm 22. So the past 2 years in my life, all I've seen is that the most successful people in the world, Bill Gates, name them all, they didn't go to school, they didn't go out to college, they have no masters, and yet they made it in life. And yet they're more successful than us who have studied up to PhD level. We have millions and millions of degrees piling up in our closet, of which we don't know the heck what to do with them. And if we put the A in our lives, if we combine the A and the B, we end up with a C. C is by far much more better than both. If you add 1 and 2, you get 3. And 3 is surpasses all the others in every aspect. So in life, what if everybody just combines the A and the B's, the one and the twos, and you end up with three? Wouldn't the world be a much more better place if everybody is a three? Will the world will be super amazing. I mean, because everybody will be like, nah, you're talking about money. Yes, I'm talking about money. Yes, I love it. I love money. Who doesn't love money? Who doesn't want to be successful? Because I'm not going to settle for the ordinary life. I don't want the ordinary life of living from paycheck to paycheck, of paying bills every single day. Yes, I'm living an average life. Yes, I have a family, but I'm not totally satisfied with my life. I don't want that kind of life. I want the three kind of life. I don't want the one. I want the three kind of life. And just tell me, won't your life be absolutely amazing if you are living the three kind of life? I mean, let's just be honest. Because if you place me in that class and there's A and B, and if I'm B, oh no, I'm not gonna listen to my teacher. I've seen people who have ended up in streets, who have ended up jobless, and they have all they need in terms of schooling education, but they've ended up nowhere. So if you ask me if I'm B, I'm following my role model. I don't care what other people are going to say, but I'll stick to following my role model, because it's not always about education, schooling. Yes, education is the foundation to success, but the trick is having the right education. So combine your A, combine your B, knows that most of us, 90% of us, know the A, but we don't know the B. And we waste our lives focusing on the A so much that when we go to life, to me, life outside schooling, life is all about the B. And we go out in the B world and we have no idea. We're like totally zero, clueless of what to do. So just make yourself better. Learn the B's in life. Learn what you have to do. Do what you have to do to get your B's in order, and just go for it and make it in life. Because I want a better life for every person. I want a better life for myself, a better life for my family. I want that. And if you want that, you know what you gotta do. Okay? So it's up to you. You want to stick to the A? Fine. You want to stick to the C? Fine too. Absolutely. Choose what you really think will suit you the best. Kindly subscribe and tap on the notification bell to not miss on any episode. Thank you.